Welcome to a very
Everybody
special Oaken Bros second last,
of the
no,
year.
actually a third last episode of the year. We have 2 shows coming out tomorrow.
Yes, we
Very,
do.
very exciting stuff.
We got Nick Sugars tomorrow. If you guys want to learn how Warner Brothers publicity is, how Warner publicity works. And we have a very special show tomorrow with the Oaken wives and the Oaken children. Which
Yeah,
is really
we did.
exciting.
We this afternoon, it was incredibly cute. We did a test.
I would like to show that eventually, like a segment of that eventually.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna should I upload the picture so they can see the
Yeah, sure. Did you take a picture?
yeah, I took a screenshot.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, it was very cute. We were working out all the kinks.
And there were a lot of kinks. That was brilliant. Whoever said we have to do a test run with the kids.
Yeah, no, so we got all the headphones working, we got everything working, but here's a little sneak preview of our adorable faces and our beautiful family. So, super excited.
How's everyone doing today on this fine New
Good
Year's
morning
Eve
from Nairobi.
I've never spoken
wait,
to anyone from Nairobi.
It's New Year's Eve already
Yeah.
in Nairobi. How do you like that?
What time is it in Nairobi right now, Patrick? Really curious to know because it's 8:30 p.m. on the East Coast in New York right now. Really curious to know.
So yeah, we were testing out with the kids. So we have bring your questions, bring your cute and adorable questions for our children tomorrow. If you know what I mean.
Jessica says cute kitties. Thank you so much, Jessica. We appreciate it. Hope you're well. And I have some pretty big news. I want to wait for more people to come on. I've got 8 people on my feed already.
Yeah, no,
so people are definitely coming on. I started making TikTok videos, everybody, under my real name, Michael.
Michael, hold on. I waited all day to say this,
bro.
All day to say this,
bro. 7 hours ahead in Nairobi.
That's
FYI.
amazing. I waited all day to ask you this.
Okay,
but I thought you said TikTok was fake.
It is, and I'm a phony.
You're the only real person.
I'm the only real person on TikTok. I mean, when they do like this shit, like if you like put seltzer on like a wine stain on the carpet, like it's fake. That's not real. But if you do like the laws of the attraction in the universe and all this shit, I got like a little alfalfa sprout up here. I took off my shirt right before we started the show. Kevin Bryman says, "Hi guys, Happy New Year."
What's up, Kevin? To meet the Oaken Bros is my goal for 2021. That is
Bearded
numero uno. We're gonna have to meet in Vegas or something.
Addison says he loves TikTok.
Well, Natalie is not believing. That's the thing about TikTok is that it's not just about dancing and stuff like that. I have been making posts on TikTok, and I don't even talk in my TikToks.
Right.
So, for instance, this post that I made got 3,300 views. So all I did was point, and I said the weekend between Christmas and New Year's feels like waiting at the airport for a delayed flight. Michael is getting all up on just doing law of attraction and just being very inspirational. So
my comfort zone.
Yeah,
my comfort zone is the law of attraction stuff. But I am going to talk about writing and Monsterland, and I'm keeping it I want to do it like 15-second clips. I don't like the minute clips. I think 15 seconds, boom, this is the law of attraction. This is what you should do to manifest your dreams. Addison asked a really interesting question. Need some guidance on how to use it for the buzz. How would you use TikTok, Eric, for buzz?
What's buzz?
Buzz, like to create buzz around your business or buzz around your lifestyle.
Just talk about what you know.
Yeah,
that's what we're doing on this show. That's what Michael's doing. That's what I'm doing. I'll take something that I'll write on Twitter, and then I'll just go and make a TikTok out of that. I'll take clips from this show and I'll format it for TikTok. Honestly, that's social media. Just talk about what you know, and there will be other people that are interested in the same things that you're interested in, and then you just create community around that. That's what we did with our show. Listen, on our show, we're talking about archangels, law of attraction, business, gambling, food, drink. We're talking about everything we know. We don't really talk about politics because we really don't know about politics. We don't talk about history. We don't talk about horticulture. We talk about We stick to our lane. But go
Addison
ahead.
says his kids have 14,000 followers.
I'm
I
not
got to tell you,
surprised.
why did I start TikTok? We had this incredible interview with this gentleman by the name of Brad Lambert.
See, Mike, you got to start.
You don't want to see me. You
You're
know,
just you're gonna do the.
I don't even know how to do it, but I like watching it. I don't like doing it. But I'm sorry, I meant our business. Yeah, right. It's a bit. I mean, really, so you could just keep posting stuff for your business and take a peek behind the scenes.
Yeah, like
do it on LinkedIn though too, not just TikTok.
You have to be yourself. Like when you're selling out with a client, you're not selling your business, you're selling yourself. Go on TikTok,
if you're out with a client and talking about business, it's a
problem.
meeting. It's a big problem. You should be talking about everything but business. And at the end of the meeting, you should go,
by the way,
how's everything?
Yeah, right. By the way, this is what we do and we can really help you out. But
Addison's kids are on 14,000 followers because of Roblox videos. I believe it. I 110% believe it. We had this interview with Brad Lambert, and Brad said that TikTok should be your number 1, number 2, and number 3 priority right now. Gary Vee said getting on TikTok right now is like buying real estate in Manhattan in the 1800s. It is going to explode.
It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. Like I said, you don't even have to talk. You don't have to dance. I stand there like this and I point, and then I put an overlay. Literally, I made one post 5 minutes before we went live. That's how quickly it took me to make it. And so it's not what you think. Anybody can go on and anybody can have an audience. If you're funny, if you're having issues thinking of something, go on Twitter, go on Google and look up funny tweets about 2021 and then make it your own. That's what everybody does. Everyone steals each other's shit on the internet. Right. Nothing's original.
What I was doing is I was taking books that I liked and I was doing excerpts from my books, and like I was talking about Just Ask the Universe and talking about the books that helped me and the lessons that I learned in the law of attraction. And that's just like this, that's like the jumping off point. I mean, that's not like my primary. I think this is just what's going to start it.
You have to get comfortable.
Right. That's all I'm doing is I'm getting comfortable. I have the light in front of me with the thing, but come subscribe to my TikTok and give me like constructive criticism. I want to hear it. I want, please, Addison, have your kids follow Michael.Oken and Eric.Oken on TikTok. And what I see is happening is I'm going to be talking about the journey. That's what this podcast is about too. The journey of when this screenplay for Monsterland is going to be written, which is going to be happening now. I got an email over the weekend, huge email from my manager saying it's a done deal. We're moving forward. It's going to be a 12-week period. So like I'm going to be working with a award-winning screenwriter to write the screenplay for the book that I wrote. And for me, this is the dream that I've waited my entire life to talk about. And I want to talk about it with my friends and family and talk about it on TikTok and how I manifested this.
It's just another platform, and eyeballs are really, really cheap on TikTok right now. So you can make a post, you don't have to advertise, and your content will have legs and it will have eyeballs. Like I said, I made one post, took me less than 5 minutes to make, and it got 3,500 views without even trying. And you have people getting 100 million views or 100,000 views.
What did we learn about Charli D'Amelio yesterday with Brad Lambert?
Charli D'Amelio and her family are going to be the next Kardashian family.
Right.
They
hired someone from CAA who was running the CAA.
He quit his job. He quit his job at CAA, and now he is managing the D'Amelios. They got their own show on Hulu. So yeah, first week of February, check out the Brad Lambert interview. Really interesting. If you're want more insight into what it takes to create content and actually make it on social media.
Scott Shear says Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Scotty,
and like
you.
Boston Bob says, it's all about brand you. That's it.
Yeah.
But listen, that's Richard Branson. That was Steve Jobs. That's every single successful personality is they're being themselves. They're not selling. Richard Branson isn't selling airplanes. He's selling himself.
The Virgin brand.
Right. But like it's him and Virgin are just synonymous with each other. And you're doing it. Like he posts things on LinkedIn about him doing a triathlon. And he's like 78 years old or something ridiculous like that. And he's doing a triathlon. And
Richard Branson's 78.
I'll look it up right now.
That is unbelievable. Addison said, I might be wrong, but it could be the app that could bring us some business back. Never know. Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely. He was born in 1950.
1950. So he's
70. He's 70.
71 because he's going to be 71 in
His birthday is July 18th.
Oh, that's Zachary's birthday.
Yes, it is.
So Zachary could be the next Richard Branson. Do you believe in that? Like, who do you share a birthday with, Eric? I share a birthday with Scott Disick. Okay. And I think Alex, my son, shares a birthday with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think Harry Potter. Potter.
My birthday's coming up. It's on January 3rd.
We gotta have a birthday.
Bro, wait 1 second. This is ridiculous. Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I knew that.
J.R.R. Tolkien, Lord of the Rings.
Very nice.
Eli Manning.
Very nice.
And that's like the top.
Do May 26th.
Michael Schumacher.
I think he's an actor, right?
Yeah, and then a bunch of no names.
Do May 26th, most important day of the year. May 26th.
Helena Bonham Carter, Stevie Nicks, Scott Disick, John Wayne, Lenny Kravitz, Lauryn Hill.
It's amazing.
Miles Davis.
Oh my God, really? Now do Alex's birthday was July 30th. I know he's
right. Like this. I doubt this is interesting to people. Lenny Kravitz.
Same birthday as Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go my way?
But yeah.
Yeah, you and Beard
we share the same birthday, Capricorns. What's up?
What's up, CB?
So yeah, Bruce has a point. Death to 2020.
Get rid of it.
In the books.
In the books, we're a day away, and we're always going to remember this year as one of the worst years on record. I mean, this was just horrible. This was
Happy New Year 2001. Horrible. Thanks, Mo.
Ari Goldblatt said, "Race car driver, not actor. Cars guys." I think that's referring to Michael Schumacher. Right. Oh, so okay, that's how fucking stupid we are. Michael Schumacher, 6 or 7 time Formula One racer.
Yeah, no, I would have never have guessed that.
Yeah, never.
I'm looking forward to an awesome 2021. It's going to be great.
By the way, I thought 2020 was going to be amazing. I was going into when I left 2019, I'm like, we're going to kill it. And then I got vertigo in January, and I was like, this absolutely sucks.
I remember talking with Vinny. Vinny is our executive VP of operations at BLS. And we were sitting and talking. It was like right around now and last year. And we were just saying how amazing 2020 was going to be, and how we're going to hit it and we're going to nail it, and things are going to be absolutely amazing. I think about that conversation almost daily about how wrong it was. like you couldn't be more wrong.
In November 2019, so a year and 1 month ago, 13 months ago, Sharon and I went to George Anderson, the Medium. Dad came through, and I don't want to get all spiritual now because like we're talking about 2021 goals. And like at one point in the podcast, I want to cut off the name 2020 and be done with it. Like I don't want to talk about 2020 anymore ever again. George Anderson turned and said, next year, meaning 2020, is going to be insanely turbulent. And I was like, oh shit, is that like health for us? He's like, no. He's like, it's going to affect everybody. And I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe there's going to be an earthquake in LA, or there's going to be a freaking tornado in Miami, whatever the case. Never expected a pandemic. Never.
2020 boomerang to the nuts.
Chaz, that should be like the quote for 2020 for everybody, man.
Should I just keep this up the entire show now?
Boomerang to the nuts. That's what you should rename this podcast. And you should put in quotes dash Chaz Berry, 2020 boomerang to the nuts.
It's your best quote so far.
Yeah, that was.
So oddly enough, Will Shatner is 89.
The guy looks good, man. He does those CPAP commercials. He looks amazing.
Good for him.
How does 2020 made us a better business person? Had this discussion on Facebook, and I'd like your take on it. How did 2020 make you, Eric? And, well, you could really talk for us because
I resent 2020 immensely. It definitely gave me true grit that I didn't know I could have. Yeah. It gave, oddly enough, be careful what you wish for. Michael and I have always wished that you could start from zero. Well, be careful what you wish for, because we're behind, not because we refinance, we remortgage buildings, we took on loans. You do what you have to do to survive. So not only are we starting from scratch, we're starting from negative scratch. So it taught resilience. not gonna lie, I resent it immensely because I feel like it just didn't need to happen. Unfortunately, it did. And I keep going back to thinking like it was gonna be like 2020 was gonna be like I thought it was going to be, and just how much money we were gonna make and how many places we were gonna travel and all the
How
things that
many
we were gonna
cities we were gonna
do.
open.
And like our whole family was in great health and everybody was just rocking and rolling. And then this shit hit, and it sucked, but it taught that it taught me never to give up. And you always have to find a way around a problem. Sometimes that's head first, and it's extraordinarily painful. But if you can be a travel supplier and survive 2020 and 2020 and 2021, you can survive anything, right? Like there were days in 2020 or weeks in 2020 where business would be shitty. It would be Christmas, or it would be, July 4th, and it was so slow. And then, cash flow would be a little bit tight, and you'd be like, oh, this sucks. I just, I hate holidays. Well, now I would kill for, a slow week of Christmas like it used to be. So it certainly put things into perspective. But I still hate it. I still hate what happened.
I think number one, first and foremost, anyone that didn't make it out of 2020, I mean, we feel for those people. We feel for those families. We had
we've had close relatives die.
we had close family members that passed away, people that we cared about, people that we saw. I mean, we weren't like, it wasn't an every weekend type thing, but the people that we were close with, their family members died, and it was devastating. People on our office, their mothers, their fathers. It was so horrible. And life still went on. Life still continued. And it was painful, and it was full of sorrow. But what I've learned is that, like Eric said, if keep fucking going. Don't stop. Even when all the chips are down, keep reinventing yourself. And that's what that year taught us. That's what 2020, I'm saying that year because I'm done. I'm already living in 2021 at this point. I'm already thinking about the amazing thing that's going to happen.
Oddly enough, I just made a post on TikTok, Michael, with
TikTok's fake. Everything on TikTok is fake.
With 1 day left of 2020. What fucked up shit is actually going to happen?
Oh, who cares?
What is 2020's last final gift that they're going to give us?
Whatever the case, how did it make us better business people? It literally is the term, whatever doesn't kill you is going to make you stronger. And this thing didn't kill us. It hurt. It was painful.
Well, we are scarred. We are bruised. I don't think we will ever be the same.
Right. And our children are going to be taught about what occurred in 2020. It's going to be in the history books.
I was thinking about this, Michael. How there were people who were children of the Depression, and how they were never the same, and they kept money in the mattress.
Yeah.
Like this created a group of people that it's going to be similar thinking of the obsessive cleanliness, or just who knows who knows what psyche this time is going to create.
Whatever the case, everyone listening to Oaken Bros right now, everyone in Oaken Bros land, my college friends, my high school friends, our colleagues, our family members, we made it. We did it. It sucked. It was like giving birth, but we did it. We got through it.
I don't know. I don't know if it was like giving birth, because like something happy happens.
Yeah, but 2021 is going to be the baby that we had to. It was a 12-month fucking birth, and really, when you think about it, it was like 9 months of pain. It was 9 months of suffering. I mean, I saw my wife go through the horror show that was the birth of both of my children, and like after Alex was born, I said to Sharon, "I will never do this to you again. That was horrible to look at." A few years later, of course.
So let's go to the comments here. 2020 forced me to go within and discover the connection with the divine, and learn what I resist absolutely persists.
Bro, Jonathan, brilliant. What you resist persists. 100%. 100%. We can't. That's it. It's over. We got to move on. And if you're going to keep saying, if you're going to live, see, this is what's really important. If you're going to live in 2020, you're going to stay there. You got to reinvent yourself. It's over. It's in the past. all the horror show that happened this year between the murders, the innocent murders, the protests, all this shit. It's over. It's in the history books. Now, listen, 2021 might not be a banner year, but I think it's going to be much more calmer than 2020. And
I
it's up
think
to
it's
us
going to
to
be.
move forward.
I think it's going to be a regrowth year. I felt like I've had moments of going absolutely crazy when I tried to control the changes and overthought everything. The first 2 weeks of when the pandemic hit and when we were dismantling our business, it was just a haze of depression and disbelief. And you have to physically pick yourself up off the ground to create change.
Noelle says, Noelle Manis. I'm not going to call her by her last name because will always be Noelle Manis to me. She said, so true. And then Addison said, that is a hell of accomplishment that we did. People don't realize we did it. And the people that didn't make it, they're in a better place. They don't have to deal with this shit that we're all dealing with. But really, truly,
What happened, bro?
No, I'm just reading his comment. I felt like I've had moments of going absolutely crazy when I tried to control the changes and overthought everything. I actually, me personally, when the pandemic hit, we hunkered down, and I was happy about that. I was scared of the COVID, right? Wash down the groceries, don't let anyone in the house. It was a little panicky like that. We're not going anywhere. And I was fine for a few months. It was cool. It was calm. It was kind of like the feeling I had when my father died. When my father died, I didn't cry. It was like, you be cool, you be calm, you stay controlled. That's what a leader does, right? A leader is going to stay calm and collected and is going to show the team that he's going to be cool, calm, and collected. And it sucked to go from thousands of rides a day to zero, nothing. It's painful. And then closing Vegas for the entire month of April. Is it ever going to open? It was the uncertainty. And I was all right. But really, the second wave really freaked me out. And I was warned by my father through a medium. George Anderson told me in June, he said, the worst is yet to come. The worst is yet that's going to be coming. I was really freaked out personally, November and December, really bugging out. My anxiety was at a level 10, where it wasn't from April, I would say even March, from March to about September, October. We were all right. We were rocking and rolling. We were, meeting with clients. We were talking 10 times a day, Eric and me. We were kicking ass with the podcast. We joined Facebook in August. There was a definite cool, calm, and collected. But November, December, I definitely had a lot of issues. Psychologically, I was really nervous. I think there's scared and hampered down.
There's going to be long-term consequences of this, of personalities that it's going to create. But what choice do we have?
Noelle Manis says, who won't call me by my last name? I'm not going to call you by your last name. It's always been Noelle Manis.
Nobody will shake hands again.
I disagree with that, Bob.
I disagree, Bob. I think that
everyone has short memories. We're going to go right back to where we came from.
Once it disappears, make no mistake, it will. It's going to take a bit more time. People are going to be shaking hands. They're going to be hugging. They're going to be kissing. So
I can't wait to hug and kiss you, Eric.
What's up, Idea Majesty? Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in.
I just know that for the first time ever, the coming of a new year doesn't automatically feel like a fresh start and brighter days to me. And I think it's going to feel that way for quite some time. I agree and I disagree. I don't think it's going to be, there's obviously not going to be a light switch that is going to fix everything. However, there is a stigma with 2020, and I think energy matters a lot. And I think that especially just with all the changes happening with the new president coming in, with the vaccine, with testing that is really becoming widespread, where, I mean, just today I've helped out probably at least 6 or 7 other operators where I've given them the names where they can get testing so they can test their employees, their families, and their chauffeurs for rapid testing of COVID-19. So I think it's going to take, I'll agree with you that it's going to take some time to feel a rebirth, but it's going to happen.
I got to tell you something, Eric. And by the way, Sin's going to be coming on the podcast. Super excited to have her. We're big movie buffs, as Sin is. Sin, calories don't restart at midnight either, but the next day is definitely still a new day that, you can still, I think January 1st, 2021, people are going to feel different. It may not, the news may still keep pounding it into our heads that it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, but it still won't be 2020, right? It will be 2021. Great comment on this, Eric. Listen to this. Addison said, you guys forgot to mention this podcast. That is an out of this world accomplishment. I never met you guys in person, even though you are 5 minutes away from me, but you got my respect. Addison, we really appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Really and truly. This podcast it's like a therapy for Eric and me. And really what we're doing is just taking what we do when we go out with clients and taking what Eric and I grew up with. Eric and I shared a bedroom for 14 years. And we wanted to. And
I get the butterflies before we go live. I'm like, man, what are we going to talk about? What's going to happen? And then all of a sudden I suit up, I get like locked and loaded, and then it just starts happening, and this is 100% therapeutic. I encourage everybody to have their own platform and do this.
100%.
It's a wonderful outlet. You get to be who you are, you get to sell who you are, and you get to share your ideas, and that comes with critics, and that comes with trolls, that comes with a whole 9 yards. But
fuck them, the critics and the trolls. Really and truly, I did a TikTok about that today. Fuck that. We have I don't even want to talk about this guy, but there's a troll that's going around, making fun of all the limo people. This guy it's like comedy. It's like watching cotton candy. It's so much fun. But he's trolling us. And guess what? I'm going to tell you what Grant Cardone said. The trolls are coming for you. If you're going to put yourself out there, you fucking made it. And guess what? Eric and I made it. We may not have 1 billion followers, but you know what? We have a really great
but we're
out there.
We're going to get there.
Oh, we're going to get there.
And it's going to be great. Let's go to the next one. It will never go back to normal, quote unquote. And frankly, I'd rather say goodbye to the fake matrix lies and superficial conversations and relationships.
Jonathan, I agree with that. I think that the age of Aquarius, I know we've spoken about this before, but listen, we're all living in the matrix. I think that, everyone took the red pill in 2020. I think everyone saw through the bullshit, and those fucking assholes who wouldn't approve a $2,000 check for every American, but to give the other countries. I don't want to talk politics, but what's right is right. And I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Democrat. All right. I'm an American. Okay. But what they did was wrong on every level. Every American who lives in this country, who pays their fair share of taxes, they should get that money.
They should. We should all get some help.
And we see right through that bullshit, and that's exactly what it is. And I kill all these motherfuckers in Monsterland. I just want to let you know. I know I keep saying that. Every politician, they should be fucking dragged out of there and put in new people to run this country.
So Idea Majesty, she became a hermit. She baked, gained 20 pounds, but also launched a new website and republished a book and started writing a third.
Yes.
So what it's all about.
I finished my third book for Monsterland. I'm already on to book 4. It's going to be hopefully a 5 or 6 book series. But yeah, and Eric and I went balls to the wall with this podcast. Michael, 100%. Lauren agrees with me 100%. You are right 100%. Thank you. And I'm not doing this for likes or anything. This is me. This is my belief. As a leader,
the more we can help people, the more it helps us. And like, I saw a post. I'm part of like some Facebook podcast groups where people talk about things, and some guy made a comment, and he was like, "Your podcast isn't for you; it's for your audience." And like, I'm sorry, I disagree 100%. This is for me. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. I am not doing this because anyone else does. That's an added bonus. But I love sitting and I love talking with my brother, and that's it.
100%. And Idea Majesty, I know we've seen your name before on the show.
Yeah.
Launching a new website, republishing books. No one had any excuses to be, no one was allowed to go out. And the people that were going out, thank you. People that were working in the field and everything, thank you.
Your suggestions to work with angels has been life-changing for me this year. Thank you both again. And your interview with George Anderson was awesome. I love that you're working with angels, and we encourage everybody to look at past episodes. We talk about it in depth.
I had a reading with George Anderson recently, and my dad came through again. The archangels came through in my reading, and they said, we are on tap for the slightest prayer. Guys, no one has any excuse not to get anything they want in their life, really and truly. And I learned that from the afterlife. I learned that from my father. I know 110% it was him. Everyone should go out and buy the book 72 Angels of Magic and work with the angels, because they will get you anything you want. Lauren Caprioli said she was looking at her bank account. It was just horrible what they get. It was $600 per person. and fucking McConnell's worth $34 million. These pieces of, as a leader, as someone who leads a company, and I'll speak on behalf of my mom, Phyllis, our mom, Phyllis, and Eric. As a leader, you have to take care of people. You got to do good for people. You got to be there for people, especially in times of need. They're just printing money, the government. They couldn't have done this for the people.
I don't want to fucking talk about the government. We can't. They can't hold us down. They
Read
can't
Monsterland and everyone dies and every politician dies. Well, don't read it yet because it's going to get.
Jonathan asked Michael, come up. Do you have any dreams about 2020?
Yeah, no. I did. I definitely had. I had some insane. It was more personal stuff. I definitely felt a more electric energy around my writing career. I just felt that it was just going to be better. I just saw better. I felt a calmness, a peace. I still did see some shit.
This is being recorded, bro.
It's fine. You're going to play this in the middle of the year.
I'm going to make a clip at minute 30.
Yeah. 30 minutes.
We'll play it next December.
Listen, every year shit happens. There's earthquakes, there's fires, there's shootings, there's riot every year. What did Billy Joel say, right? We didn't start the fire. This shit's been going on for forever, right? And it's always been burning since the world's been turning. So like we're going to have to deal with more shit in 2021, but I don't think it will be as wild as 2020 was.
Let's hope not. That's exactly why I started changing up how I have my channel. Needed more laughter in my life, needed to expand more. And so I did. And my channel grew.
Everyone on Oaken Bros, go follow Sin's Corner on YouTube. Great interviewer. Great insight.
Yeah, I loved your interview. I just want to say, Sin, so cool of you to shout out to us on your interview with the drinker. That was incredibly cool. Much appreciated.
Yeah, everyone go subscribe to Sin's Corner. She's a great person. We're going to have her on the podcast soon.
I'd love to have a podcast with my wife one day about autism awareness and spiritual healing.
Jonathan,
do it.
One mistake you made in that. One mistake. One day leads to nowhere. Get it and do it. Buy the microphone.
It doesn't even need, you don't even need a microphone. You need a laptop. You need an iPhone. You don't even need that. There's no barrier to entry to do what we're doing.
Right.
Any computer that you buy has basic editing. Any computer that you buy has a basic webcam and a basic microphone.
Jonathan,
you have kids. Hold on one second. You have kids on TikTok entertaining millions of people with an iPhone. So there's no excuse that you need any type of special equipment.
Johnson, you have your first 2 subscribers. Eric and I are going to subscribe to your podcast. Don't wait with it, because if you wait, you're never going to do it. Eric sat in the office and he's like, we got to do live stuff. I said, let's make a freaking podcast. Let's turn Dad's office into a studio. And we did. Now we're obviously doing it from home, but I'm telling you right now, don't wait one day. Those are 2 really important things. Autism and spiritual awareness. Talk about it.
Yep.
We'll subscribe.
Watch Sedona Psychic speak today. Go listen. We'll write that down. Thank you, Tammy.
Yeah. That's, we love that stuff. Psychics.
You guys get along growing up. Absolutely.
100%. As long as Eric did it my way, we were fine.
He, I was the little brother. He took advantage of me. However, with certain things,
go get me water.
You would tell my uncles about the video game that I should get, but it was really a video game that you want.
It wasn't a video game. It was, first of all, it was Contraband 1.
Michael
Teddy Ruxpin. I really wanted Teddy Ruxpin, so I said to my Uncle Stuart one year, I said, Eric really wants a Teddy Ruxpin.
Now listen. Michael has always been the best big brother. He has never made me feel not wanted. Even to this day, he always makes me feel included at the expense of virtually every friend he's ever had. He's
100%.
Always included me. I was antisocial. I was an introvert. I didn't have many friends growing up. Whatever friends I did have, I'd lose them. Whatever. I wasn't, who knows? However, Michael always made sure that I was included. He would bring me on dates with him where he would hardly know a girl, and then he was going to see a concert with them. He'd invite me, and I'd go. So he never cared. Best, most gracious big brother anybody could have.
I appreciate that, bro. The same goes for you. As a little brother, I could not have asked for a little brother better than Eric. Eric is so much smarter than me intellectually, my friends would want to hang out with him. That it wasn't just he wasn't the third wheel. My friends always included him. Even now today, I play, obviously not today, but I play golf with a good friend of mine. He's always including Eric. Eric, we come as one. We're two peas in a pod. Totally different energies. I'm the extrovert. Eric's the introvert. But it was this perfect yin and yang. When we were planning to come back here in this life, and we firmly believe this,
I used to be your daddy, and I used to fucking tell you what to do all the time.
To whip my ass around. Yeah. Really and truly, we make an amazing team. And I always felt that Eric always calmed me down, and I always raised Eric up.
That's exactly right.
If Eric didn't want to go out, I would fucking get all Tony Robbins.
If Michael was going a little bit too hard, I'd be like, bro, let's calm down and let's watch a movie.
And it would work. And it worked for the both of us. Our dynamic, I have not yet met two brothers like Eric and me yet. It definitely feels, I'm getting overclamped here and shit. I just want to, I have to change gears because I'm going to start crying. Oh, I'm getting.
You guys are so sweet. I'm getting a cavity just listening. That was nice. That was like the nicest thing Chaz has ever said.
That is really nice. Yeah. So, all right, let's go back to the car service thing because that was sweet. And that was a really great question.
We can rely on Casey to switch it up here. Mike, since Principal Joe Clark just died, can you give me your top movie TV principals? The first person that comes to mind is Skinner from Back to the Future.
Was this Skinner?
It was Skinner.
No, Principal Skinner's from The Simpsons, bro. No.
I'm looking it up.
My top is Ferris Bueller, and he's a pervert. That guy Jeffrey Jones.
In real life?
Yeah, he got caught with like kiddie porn. Strickland, right? He was a great principal.
Yeah. So we got Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We got Back to the Future. I would obviously say The Simpsons.
Yeah. Oh, Dean Martin from Back to the Future, from Back to School.
Yes.
Dean Martin. Dean Martin. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm going to give you like,
who here has seen Back to School?
That was our father's favorite movie of all time.
That was what we have that poster hanging in his office still, which was our podcast studio, but we have that poster hanging up there.
Eric, Mark Joseph Kinney has a really interesting question. What are your thoughts about the chauffeur car business recovering in 2021?
I think it's a rough road. I think corporate travel, I think it will all come back. I think there will be events again. People are going to start traveling. There's nothing like face-to-face, having face-to-face meetings. There are only certain things that you can get done over Zoom. You can't make magic over a Zoom conference call. You can't bump into somebody at a Starbucks. I think conventions are going to come back. It's just going to be a really, really long road ahead. The short-term work, if you can find a niche of essential workers where people's business rely on travel, you'll have your wheels rolling. However, if you can't figure that out, you're going to have a really hard time. If you're relying on corporate events, or if you're relying on corporate travel, that's going to be very, very hard. Because they just keep pushing it out because they're managing with what they're doing, but it won't be for long. I think the first step is that people have to start going back to work. They have to start going back to the office.
100%.
You had the JP Morgan CEO. He said he's like, productivity is in the shitter on Mondays and Fridays. And I think that the CEOs are humoring everybody for right now, but you're not paid to take care of your kids while you're working. You're paid to work. This isn't a charity case. You are paid to do a job. That's the reality of the situation. And I think you have to be a very disciplined person to work from home. And it takes a very special type of person to do that. And it was forced on the majority of the corporate world. And I don't think that's going to be tolerated for much longer. I think as soon as corporations will allow, as soon as people can go back to the office safely without issues, without having to do a bunch of different steps involved, CEOs are going to make them come back to the office.
I agree with what Eric said. I will just add a few more things. I think corporate travel, you're not going to see for quite some time. I think that it will eventually come back. I think Vegas is going to come back better in 2022. I think the shows will start coming back slowly. The nightclubs will start coming back slowly towards the end of 2021. But ultimately, and I think the same thing goes for Disney World. I think Disney World is going to start coming back towards the end of 2021. Again, I went to George Anderson. I don't live my life by mediums, but I do get guidance. I feel like they're guideposts for me along my way. And I know that my father wouldn't, kind of steer us wrong. He already even said to us that the shot's going to be like a flu shot. The vaccine's going to be like a flu shot. But really and truly, I think it's going to come back slowly, but it will come back. Everyone just has to have patience. I have a question on mine, Eric. Addison has a question. Maybe I'm wrong to do this here. No, nothing's ever wrong. This is an open forum. But
Don't say that.
But I want to know what's in store for BLS as a global growing limo company coming in 2021. This is my first time on this podcast in full, and I don't want to overstep. Addison, you're not overstepping at all. It's a really great question. So for people that don't know us out there, and for people that do know us, Eric and I and our family owns a global car service, a limousine service, if you will. And we have 10 offices all over North America. We primarily do the entertainment industry. And we have an office in Las Vegas. We handle all the hotels in Las Vegas. Gosh, what's in store for BLS 2021? We want stable.
First, the first thing we need is stabilization.
Yes.
Stabilization of cash flow. I'm talking, this is like nitty gritty type stuff. We need stabilization of cash flow. We have to hire more talented people back, people that know what they're doing
100%
to help with the growth and take care of the clients. Because I think now more than ever, we're going to have to hold people's hands. The amount of work that now goes into one ride is 5 times as much as it used to be because of all the COVID-19 protocols. And I don't think that stuff is changing. I think travel suppliers have gotten away with murder by not having clean cars,
clean airplanes, clean hotels,
the whole nine. So I think that it's become more labor intensive and much more detailed. And we have a saying at our company, kind of an internal rah-rah, is every ride counts. And I think that just matters now more than ever. And then once things stabilize, we're going to expand. We're going to expand into further cities. We have a roadmap and we have a plan on how we would like to corner certain markets and kind of give corporations that need car service an offer they can't refuse. And that's pretty much what our game plan is. And we're working on it. And that's why I'm so resentful about 2020, because we were there.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. Don't even, you've said resentful a few times already. Stop, because you're going to be living a resentful life. You're just going to keep programming yourself that. Really and truly, Eric and I want to expand. We want to go back to Vegas. We want to go back to LA. We want to go back to Atlanta. We want to go back to Chicago. We want to open up in cities that need our type of service. And I'm going to go on a journey in Hollywood. I'm going to go on a journey with trying to get my book made into a film.
And obviously everything that we're doing with the podcast and growing that.
Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, this is as a priority, like BLS is. I mean, we feel that this podcast it's going to explode. No, I couldn't say that
in a good way.
Yeah.
So this leads into what Jonathan says. Who would you love to interview in 2021? Any topic of your choosing.
We have these 2 amazing guests on, and I'm really excited about these 2. We have a guy coming on. His name is Peter Panagore. He has a YouTube channel.
Well, I think Jonathan's saying, who would you want to interview? Like anybody.
Anyone?
Yeah. Like, who's your top? What I really, really, really want to get into, I want to start interviewing gamers, and I want to start interviewing TikTok influencers. I think it's incredibly interesting, and I want to learn what they do, how they do, their life story, because they're all self-made. All these people who became TikTok famous were on the balls of their ass, and they have such amazing stories. And these gamers, I don't know if any of you actually watch gaming, where they play Roblox or they play Warzone or Call of Duty or whatever. They are athletes in esports. They are absolutely phenomenal. I want to know what it actually takes to be one of the best Call of Duty players on planet Earth. That is incredibly interesting to me.
I agree with Eric on that. I want to interview celebrities. I love the idea of a celebrity. I want to, and as people, as I link up with more people in the entertainment industry on the book side of things, I want to get celebrities on our podcast. I want to learn about their journeys, why they get into acting, why they get into directing. And I'm trying to get the screenwriter who's attached to my book now on. And, you know, he's an introvert and he's a little nervous about it, but I'm sure with more time goes, we'll definitely do that. But, I mean, we definitely want to expand our repertoire when it comes to the Oaken Bros.
Yeah. And
Oh my God.
yeah. You know what it is, Jonathan? And I hate what I'm about to say because I roll my eyes when other people say it. I know the amount of work that will have to go into doing this. And right now we don't have much help doing post-production. It's very easy to create content. The post-production involved with dispersing that is extraordinarily time consuming. And we're not in a place right now where I can hire help. When I can hire help and I can hire editors and social media marketing experts to help market the show, because we can have a podcast, but nobody would know about it if we weren't doing the work involved to get the word out of being on Facebook, being on Instagram, being on LinkedIn, being on TikTok, and then, you know, reaching out to people with audiences so it expands our current audience. That stuff, it all takes time and hours. I think my son is absolutely hilarious, and he is an excellent gamer. We were playing Warzone yesterday and he came in second place. Both Michael and I got eliminated, and he held it together.
6-year-old cocker. Right.
And like we were spectating him, and the moves he was making to win, to almost win, were just amazing. And I know that if we would put a camera on our kids and set them up in a really ridiculous gaming center,
1 million followers. My son is a professional. This kid is hardcore. Alexander is Kayla. My daughter zones in on this game. She doesn't hear or see anything else. She is so focused on Roblox. She loves it. And in her spare time, she watches Roblox videos. My son knows every nook and cranny of Verdansk, which is this massive map on Warzone. He knows the access codes to get into the bunkers. You know, Eric and I growing up today in this day and age, I mean, we 100% would have had gaming channels. But yes, we want to definitely do a game channel. Not even one day. It's going to happen. We are going to put up a gaming channel. I want my son and my daughter to do that. They're smart enough, and I want Eric and Eric's kids, Zachary and Hallie, to do it. They're smart enough to play and have a personality.
Yeah, and I would love to set them up with a great base, because how I wish I started doing social media when I was 25.
Yeah,
you know how I wish. Yeah, because it really started getting into a rhythm in like 2006-ish.
I'm going to tell you what Gary Vee said. If you are not on social media, you are irrelevant. If you are not posting and making a celebrity,
that's fine. If you want to be, if you want that, if you don't want to be center stage, if you don't want to grow your business in a certain way, or be a thinker in your field, that's fine. But if you want to be, you have to be online.
Right.
Online everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what Chaz was talking to. It's a moment in time. Don't stress. I think it was just when we were talking about our business and growing.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that, Chaz. I mean, with people like you on our side, forget it.
Yep.
We're unstoppable.
I think personal interest notwithstanding, Vegas will be the litmus test for the entertainment returning.
I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Vegas, listen, that town is like New York. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. And Vegas will return. There's no doubt in my mind.
People still want to eat, drink, and gamble.
I know I do. I know.
I certainly can't. As soon as I feel safe, I know I'll be going back.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nice Vegas vacation.
Bob wants to go to your epic Raiders game party.
I wasn't lying about that. When I sell Monsterland and I have unlimited money at my disposal, I'm going to invite every one of my Facebook friends and every one of my LinkedIn friends and every one of my YouTube friends, and I'm going to go rent out Raiders Stadium, and we're going to watch a Raiders game.
Have you seen that Joe Rogan clip where he's like, I have what they call as fuck you money? Did you see that?
No.
He did this thing where he's like, I have what you call fuck you money. And he's like, I have the amount of money where I can go buy 10 sports cars. And he's like, and guess what? He's like, I do.
Yeah.
He's like, because why not? Because I'm in this position that everybody in the world wants to be in, and that's what I'm going to do.
And Boston Bob is going to be right at the 50-yard line with us. But yes, no, I'm going to throw.
He's going to be pointing at that camera.
Talk about a personal brand, right?
Yeah, no, Bob, you know it's Bob in a picture
When
when
he's
when
he's
when
pointing
he's
at the,
when he's pointing at that camera.
it works. It works. I think it's fantastic.
This is a great yep. Jonathan, we'll see you later. Good night.
Jonathan, happy New Year, brother. Keep talking to those angels. It works.
Is dating difficult as an introvert?
All you, bro. Because
No, Mike, why don't you take this one?
So basically, as an introvert, it's like really difficult.
Here's what I did. I changed.
got his fucking ass out of
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no, I changed. I'm not saying it's impossible to meet people you want to date as an introvert, but it's really dang hard. If you want to meet people, and get a boyfriend, get a girlfriend, or whatever, you have to put yourself in the position to do so. I know that before I met my wife, she was a vision in my head. And Michael knows the conversation that I'm talking about. Michael and I, we were in our parents' pool and we were sitting and we were talking about the women that we wanted to marry, and we explained them to a T. And that is who my wife Jen is, and that's who Michael's wife Sharon is.
100%. I said it in Just Ask the Universe for myself.
Yeah. Not saying you have to change who you are. You just have to put yourself out there a bit more. You're not going to meet anybody sitting in your house. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be who you are, but be your best possible self, and you just got to go for it. You know, you can't
in this day and age. In this day and age with social media and TikTok and all the dating sites and Tinder and all that stuff, being an introvert.
You know,
even to Chaz to just he's
Emmanuel. Emmanuel, go out with Chaz for a night in Vegas. And
get out, hookers and blow, LOL. Yes.
He'll set you
and
up.
as someone who runs a limousine service in Las Vegas, hookers and blow is something that every one of your passengers is always looking for. So.
You know, I met my wife on a dating app. What year? Mike, I'm terrible at that.
2014. 2000.
Yeah. No.
2004. Oh my God. 2004.
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah.
So we met. We're the grandparents of the online dating generation. So we met on a dating app, and we met each other, and we're like, yeah, you know, this is gonna work, and it just kind of went from there. So put yourself out there, be the best version of yourself, and don't be a dick, even if you're male or a female, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm glad no one asked me what it's like to date an extrovert, because I suck all the air out of the room.
It's a rocky road.
My birthday is May 26th. I'm a Gemini, so yes.
Yeah, it's a rocky road. So, I am so jazzed for 2021, and I can't wait for what it holds. I made a post on my social media today, giving a little bit of a background on what we went through for 2020, and how optimistic I am for 2021, and how I feel that the biggest lesson I learned for 2020 is that you can't ever give up, because what really choice do you have?
You know what I want to do?
Tell me.
I don't ever want to go back to saying, no, I can't do that. Like, I want to go see Bonnaroo, right? I want to go to Bonnaroo, the concert festival.
Okay.
I want to go to EDC in Las Vegas. I want to go with Sharon and take the kids or whatever as they get older. I don't ever want to say, I can't do that, because it showed this year, 2020 has showed how fragile life could be.
Mm-hmm.
To go to the Electric Daisy Carnival, right? That's an experience that could have gone away completely this year, right? That would never happen. And I would be on the edge of my life saying, you know what? I never went to EDC. I never went to Bonnaroo. I never went to, a festival. A movie came out and I didn't go on opening night. Well, you know what? I'm never doing that. If I want to go to a movie on opening night with Alex and Kayla or Sharon or something, I'm going to do that, because I realized
life is way too short.
You don't realize what you got until it's gone. And 2020, we lost everything. And I will never do that again if we have the money. I'm not saying to do it recklessly. Obviously, if you're sick, don't go. If you don't feel good, don't go. If you don't have the money, don't spend on stupid things. But I will never say no to something ever again. Before COVID, where someone's saying, "Oh, come to, we got to go to Bonnaroo." It's like, "Oh, no, I can't." I will make every attempt and every effort to do that when it comes back.
You can't when you die, nothing goes with you.
Yep.
So,
The
the only
experience,
the only thing
experience
the
goes.
only thing that matters is how you feel in the current moment and the experience that you're having
Yep.
and things that you can think about in the past and the fun times that you had. And I couldn't agree with you more. I don't necessarily want to go
Oh,
to
no,
a
that's
concert,
fine.
like that's
It was an
that's
example, bro.
yeah,
That
yeah,
was an
yeah,
example.
yeah. That's like what you're into, and I respect that, and I understand that. But certainly the saying, you don't realize what you have until it's gone is 100% true because of the amount of things that we missed out on in 2020. I'm so looking forward to 21.
Right. Right. That's exactly right. I will never say no to an opportunity that I feel is important to do.
What's up, Rob?
Rob, the best from Toronto. Cheers, bro. Back at you. 21 is going to be a good year for us in Toronto. Looking forward to it.
Have a serious health scare in 2020 will feel like nothing, like every day. Like, don't wait until tomorrow. That's right.
Chaz, we saw that with our father.
This man, our father, cared about everything. Whatever it was, he cared about. And the minute he died, all of his cares were gone. And I think that just goes that one life to live.
Yep. And Chaz, I agree with you 100%.
I've never seen a U-Haul attached to a hearse. Ain't
That's
that the truth?
amazing, man. Bob, you got to write a book, dude.
Or you gotta have your own show.
You got to have your own show. Your euphemisms and quotes are just unbelievable. But yeah, no, I'm never saying no again. And you're right. It's, this 2020, the world could have ended. It technically did. Right. But never going to say no again.
Yep.
Go look Eric and I up on TikTok, please. Michael.Oken and Eric.Oken. Please go follow us on TikTok. We have a lot of good content coming out.
That would be greatly appreciated. Y'all, tomorrow we will be live with our children and wives, 2:00 Eastern. Please tune in and give us some love. Ask some adorable, cute questions for them. They're going to be on in full force. We're going to bring in the new year with our children, and we're going to have, we're gonna have a very special day tomorrow.
I'm so happy we did that dry run today, because if we went live with the kids doing what they were doing, the camera will be off. Alex's headset wouldn't be working.
It's called a mic check.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. I see the bricks in the background, by the way, in between us. Is that a glitch, or did you fuck that up?
It's there.
What is that? What's
that now?
What? Yeah, no. I noticed it a few minutes ago.
What's everyone?
What's everyone doing for New Year's? Is everyone going out? Is everyone partying? Is everyone having?
I had to broadcast this to the world. Peace out, Chaz.
Chaz,
you can take us to the toilet if you want to.
Chaz, you could take us to the toilet. Chaz Berry's got to take it. Every time I talk to Chaz, I think he's in the bathroom. I think he told me.
Do you hear that echo?
I hear the plumps, the plops into the toilet.
All right, so listen. I think with that, we're gonna sign off. We'll see y'all tomorrow if you have some time to tune in.
Give some love to the Oken kids tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern.
We appreciate you all so much, and we hope everybody has a prosperous, healthy, wealthy new year. And see y'all tomorrow.
Healthy, wealthy, and wise. Health is number one, people. Health is number one for 2021. Everything else will follow. By the way, Jesse Bunker just said limo runs on New Year's Eve. That's what he wants. And yes, that's good. We all like it. Limo runs. Everyone, Michael.Oken at TikTok and Eric.Oken at TikTok. Come follow, come listen.
And if you're not on TikTok, go on there, consume the content, learn what's going on, create your own channel, and you can grow your brand, you can grow your business by being on there. We're in the process.
Everyone, 2020 is fucking over. It is out. We are done. We are going full steam ahead into 2021. Watches like a nuclear explosion on 2021.
That's what I'm saying. What the hell is in store for the last day of the year?
No, we're going to do it. It's going to be amazing. We're all going to be A+. It's going to be a great year. I know it. I feel it. Everyone just have patience, have faith, keep the faith. And,
love you all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you all for tuning in.